Ladles and jelly spoons, Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I hope we are live. I'm testing the Wi-Fi down here on the beach. We're underneath by Los Rios Sea, and I'm just testing the Wi-Fi. So hopefully it'll be good. It'll take a few seconds to come up on here. I can check it here, I think, but we'll see if there's a... it looks pretty cool. I'll just flip that out so I can see if there's any messages come up. Looking good, looking good. Skip ads. Well, it looks like it's cool. Wow. A little bit overexposed in the background, but we can take care of that. Not a problem. I don't have a table here. I'll show you exactly where I am. Let's do that. And let's go to... I don't want to press the wrong button. ISO. Let's go to ISO 100. There you go. Perfect. Cool dudes. Can you hear me okay? Well, I'll just check myself if I can hear me. There you go. That's good. I've got automatic, what he calls it. Big fat guy. So we got 54 people on already. Welcome to the show. Christina is not with me tonight because nobody registered for the Meetup Monday. So I said, I'm going to come down here and test the Wi-Fi. And Chris says, do you mind if I watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire special on German TV? I said, I don't mind at all. She says, if nobody's there to meet me, she says, they all know what I look like. And I'd rather stay at home. So I said, fine. So I'm down here. It's if you came on early and you saw the trailer, this is where I am. I'm in the bottom part underneath the shade. If you didn't see that, you can go and have a look at that later. I'll link it at the end. I think I've already linked it in the description. Let me just check. More. No, I haven't linked it in the description, but that's okay. That's fine. Let's see what you guys are saying. Live chat has moved. Oh dear. There it is. So, let's see. Timothy Dowd. Charlie says hi. Anne-Marie says hi. Yvonne Chambers, hi. It's Craig. Back in 20 minutes. Thumbs are done. See you in a bit, Craig. Charlie, Sheffield Wednesday going up. Congratulations. I got a message from Steve, Northman Tenerife. He's a Wednesday fan. And he said he was getting ready to watch it, so that's pretty cool. Congratulations to him. If you don't know Northman Tenerife, he does a similar thing to me. The walks in the mornings that I do, he does that in the north, in Puerto de la Cruz. Beautiful area. And if you want to see more of that, go and give him some love and subscribe to his channel. Cool dudes. Marianne Deary. Hi, Marianne. How are you? I know you've had problems with your health lately, and I hope you're feeling a lot better. And I hope Harry's feeling good as well. And still no word about Moira. I've not seen Moira in a while. Terry and Louise on Evening Tim. The beach bar is looking great. Hope to get well supported as the last one. But they play by the rules this time. Yeah, same people. And they won the eviction order. And so they're back in. To tell you the truth, I think that it's basically... the people who worked here didn't get the what did they call it when you got money for COVID? Layover or something, or I don't know, I can't remember what it's called. But they didn't get that, so they were fired because the place closed down. Then COVID hit, so nobody took it on. So that means the people were in litigation the whole time, so it wasn't costing them anything. So now they come back with the same deal. You know, the owners have dodged a bullet, but the workers didn't, unfortunately. Beach bar's looking great. Did that one. Thumbs up, please, says Craig. Christina's not with me today. Hi, Marianne. Your more contributions away. She hasn't been great. Has a problem with her eyes. Just, oh, dear. For some reason, it went dark all of a sudden there. That's pretty cool. Let me just put Do Not Disturb on. Focus. Do Not Disturb. There we go. Back to you guys. Laney's on. Evening all. Derek Walker's on. Good evening. Fiona Dillon. Good evening, Tim and Christina. And all. Good evening, everyone, says Anne-Marie. Martin Boss. Hi, Jeff Daniels. Michael B. or Michael. Michael from Wuppertal. Evening all from Surrey-Warm, Wuppertal in Germany. I heard it's very, what's it called there? good weather in Germany, especially in Bayern as well. It's good where my daughter lives. Our daughter, should we say. Hi, Tim, says Stico. Back in old Blighty. Angry Velo. Graham. Laney's on. David Butler. Jeff Daniels. Steve Fisher. Hi, Steve. Aaron Bloomberg. Talk about football. Says hello. Aaron, good to see you out and about. I haven't seen you for a while. One of my longest standing subscribers. On and off, I suppose. And glad to see you back in the room. Whereabouts are you, Leah Clements? Leah, I've not seen that name before. If I have, I haven't remembered it. I apologise. I am at the beach bar in Kayasavaki. So I'll show you around in a minute. Loads of people here looking to sun themselves down on the beach there. And in fact, I'll just turn you around now for a quick look. So there's the beach. Lots of beautiful people hanging around. Did we go off? Sometimes when I move it, it goes off. But not this time. Let's zoom in a little bit. There you go. So we'll get a better exposure now. So 69 on now. It says 117 now. God, it goes up quick, doesn't it? Evening Tim says Roger Channing, John Boucher, Alan Fraser. Carl says, good afternoon, Tim. Picking up Julie from work in Asda. I'm Carl. Oh. Ooh. Steve says, hi. It's warm in the UK at the moment for 2 weeks. It's been sunny now for 2 weeks. Cool, dude. Neil Davidson's on. The the viral king of, what's it called? Webby's on. Well done, Wednesday. Where are you, Webby? I might come up for a pint in a minute. Well, not a pint, you know what I mean. Tim and tonic. David Kelsey, good morning. Unlucky for Barnes. Leo talking about football again. David Butler. Charlie, let's have a bit of Lee. I bet Lee is having a good time at Wembley. There you go. Lynn Rowlands is on. Hope you're well. Christine too. Yep, we're fine, thank you. David, Leah, gone dark. Yeah, I think what I've got this automatic thing on at the moment, which I'm going to change in a minute. Hi there, Malaysia is watching past midnight here, says Larry. In Kuala Lumpur, are you? Where are you? I used to work up near, I used to live on the island of Penang and would go to work in Kulim. But that was only for 2 weeks every 6. So that wasn't a full time. I was in the Traders Hotel on Magazine Road in Penang. That doesn't exist anymore. Old Magazine Road does, but the Traders doesn't. It's changed now. Beach bar looks great. It is. If you've not seen the trailer for this one, which is the same as the one I published yesterday, but with the short on the end. So the trailer's the one to see. What I'll do is I'll make that public as soon as I finish. In fact, I can make it public now, I think, and I'll put the link in. But that's a good one. It shows you around the beach area, and then it's me at the end going, "See, you wouldn't want to be," and then I blow up. Webby, home mate tonight. Okay, a night in. The Lord. Hello, Tim. Name change. Too many people call Rob. I thought the Lord would come and talk to me. There you go. I think is what it is when I look away from the camera, it does something. It goes and it goes and looks somewhere else for the what's it called. But let me fix that. Oh, I'm dying. So what we got? We're going to go to Q. Oh, we can't do Q. Why can't I do Q while we're streaming? I can't change it. Oh, that's a shame. So I've learned something new about my camera today. Once you've set what type of exposure you're going to do, you can't change it whilst you're streaming. I mean, you can change the exposure. Like if I was in manual mode, then I could change the exposure and all that stuff. But I'm in P mode at the moment, which is basically fully automatic. It's just like a phone, and automatic focus as well. So it's probably going focused on the wall behind me, and then here, then in the wall. And once you've picked that mode, either P or aperture, shutter, priority, or manual, you can't change it once you start streaming. What a shame. There you go. Oh, somebody's giving me some money there. Martin Voss, a cheeky Dorada. The pub's shut. The pub is shut. I'm going to have to go up and get a cheeky Dorada, but I can't, because I promised Chris I would not drink any more beer, and I don't want to be coming home smelling a beer. So I'm going to stick to what I said. What I've decided to do, I've got this nice juicy juice, 0 calories. Probably got a load of chemicals in it, but it's 0 calories. And I like that with fizzy water. That's one of the reasons that I don't drink alcohol-free is you can't get a decent alcohol-free beer in a pub. And the one I like, nobody sells it. Oh, I lie. Little Germany sells it. But if I go to Little Germany, I'm not having an alcohol-free beer. But yeah, for a sort of a daily drink, there's the alcohol-free beers are not that good. So I thought, what drink can I have that I can drink, have a good chug with, and doesn't cost me a fortune, and is alcohol-free or lower alcohol. And I found this juicy, but nobody has that as well. They try and give me grenadine in it, and that's not the same. So what I've decided to do, I've got a little water bottle. I'm going to fill that up with the juicy, and then just ask for a big bowl of ice, a big bowl glass with ice, and a bottle of fizzy water. They do some nice, really fizzy water here. And then I'm going to go and just top it up, or ask them if they got juice, and if they don't, I say, well, I've got it, do you mind? And they say no. Okay, perfect. Martin, cheeky Dorada. I'll get a Tim and tonic with that. Thank you so much. Renee's on. Larry PK, north of Kuala Lumpur, before the state of Penang. Okay. Ali Bennett's on. Marianne. El Hierro, hey Tim, from sunny Southport. Cool dude. We could see El Hierro today, but I can't see it now though, but we could see it today. Ali Watcher. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Oh, it is. It's water on Friday, then save me millions, lol. It is water on Friday. There's going to be no beer on Friday. What happened to Moira? I haven't seen her for chat for ages. We still know about Moira. She's not been well, and but she's hanging around. She's hanging around. Webby, owe you a pint. Thanks for Paddington. Oh yeah, for those of you following Webby on his Webby Sports Roundup, the fancy of the week, because we're not calling it a tip anymore, it came in, and you could actually get it at 4-1 if you did it on the night when we said, and then it went to 3-1 I think on the day. So you could have either got it at 4-1 or 3-1. That means if you'd have taken Webby's tips from week 1 to week 5, you would have won twice. Once at 7-1 and once at 4 or 3-1. So you would still be in profit at the moment. So we just got to do a good one with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sunglasses back on. I took the sunglasses off because I thought it was going to be too dark. But what it's doing, it's making it go weird. So if I put the sunglasses on and go to let me just do this. This is what they call an ND filter, a non-density filter. So actually you don't see any difference now, for the simple reason that the camera is compensating for the sunglasses. Now if I turn the sunglasses down, it'll go really dark for a minute like that. Then the camera will compensate and try and make it brighter. Okay, then it obviously can't. But I think that's about right. That'll do, won't it? Perfect. So yeah, bar is closed, and I'm on these little foldy stools that I brought with me, like this one here, with me hat. I got 2 of them in case somebody else came, and let's see if I can turn you around and show you exactly where I am. I'm going to get up. I can't get up from these bloody things. Okay, so let's give you a wide angle view. There you go. So we got the path behind us here, and then the beach. It's obviously focusing on me now, but that's good because we don't want to get the faces of the people on the beach. And this is the view that you get from L'Osteria Sia. Now it's a really weird name because they've decided on an Italian name with an English C. So L'Osteria, which is like a restaurant, C, and not Sia, which is also a Spanish word. And they're calling it a ristorante, not a restaurant. I'll just make sure that I'm not losing connection. No, I'm not. So that's pretty cool. And these are the chairs I'm on. And in here, we've got there you go. In here, we've got the restaurant downstairs, which has got about 4 tables in it. I'll give you an idea what the rig looks like as well. I don't think you can see there, in there. But there you go. But it's really nice. Beautiful view from here. And we got these fixed sunshades, which are going to have lights in them, I believe. So that's fine. Now let me see if I've got what ISO I've got. I've got ISO 100, so I'll go to ISO 200. There you go. Oh, that was 250. There you go. That's ISO 200. So that should be pretty good now. There you go. Back in the room. Back in the room. A little bit of sunglasses. And back onto this. So yeah, what we're doing today, I filmed the latest episode of Christine's memoirs. So last time she finished where she was a year into the shop, and now she feels better in the shop, and she's telling us about what she did when she finished as an apprentice and became an Einzelhandelskauffrau. If you want to know what that is, tune in on Wednesday for Balcony Banter. We're going to do the same again on Wednesday. We're going to do Balcony Banter as a recorded piece from 5:55 for about half an hour, and then we're going to go live afterwards to get your feedback. So if you're not used to watching Balcony Banter, because it was slightly different with guests from all over the place, every other week now it's back to me and Christina on the balcony, and no guests, and we play Christina's memoirs before. So if that's something you might be interested in, don't forget to tune in on Wednesday at 5:55 for Christina's memoirs, and also afterwards a half an hour chit chat with us, telling us whether you liked it or not, or anything you want to talk about, as you say. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Whoa, I missed a load. So, Webby's been keeping up with everybody. There you go. Saving Billions, we did that one. Happened to Moira, did that one. Michelle T's on. Ian Gray, hi from Ian and Pauline in Edinburgh. James Redfern, be over in March. Cool dude. That's about near 10 months away. There you go. The Lord Rob, I had it 4-1. Cool dude, Rob. Julie Standing, hi from Morecambe Bay. Sunny Chester. My sister works in Chester, or she used to work in Chester. She's now working from home, but that's another story. She lives over in on the other side of the Welsh border in Hawarden. Hawarden? How do you say that? Hi Neil, says Marianne. Gadsog's on. Did I miss Neil? Oh, Neil Davidson, okay. Everybody's saying hi. Willie's on. Looks like it's sunny out there. You know, it's quite nice. There's a little bit of a wind blowing, and that keeps you cool on the seafront. But the thing is, and I tell this everybody, you need the 50 factor. I know that I don't look like I live here. But that's because I put 50 factor on every day. So we got 124 people watching. L'Osteria is a restaurant chain here in Germany, which is famous for its real big pizzas. Yeah, we used to have L'Osteria in Regensburg, and well, we used to go there quite a lot. They had massive pizzas, and they also did other so antipasta as well was quite good, and some others of the pasta dishes. But now I cook, I refuse to pay for pasta out. I'll have a nice steak or something like that. You know, one of the cut steaks that they got. And pizza, I make pizza better than anybody anyway. What I really need is a pizza oven. There you go. Oh yeah. So so l'osteria, but l'osteria is like a generic term for restaurant as well. Hit the thumbs up, says Leah. There you go. Ray Duffy's on. I'm Mr. Dyer from leaving on a jet plane. 19 today. Boom, boom. Is that the temperature or the number of beers you've had? Tony Such is on. All right, Tony. I am not a sports fan at all, Tony. I'm sorry about the cryptic answer to your question the other day, but I'm definitely not a sports fan. Neil Lewis is on. Lee Cole. What's it like living out there? You know, I think I've talked about this quite a lot. It depends. The way we live out here is first of all, we came fully here. So we don't sort of have like 1 foot in the country we came from. We moved from Bavaria here. So we sold everything, left everything behind. We told everybody where we were going, and the ones who are interested in following us came and visited. The rest kept in touch for a couple of years, but not really. So you really find out who your good friends are. When you get over here, you might have to make 2 decisions. The first decision is, am I going to integrate, or am I going to go and find a niche of people and live in a ghetto or whatever? You know what I mean? Not a ghetto. What do they call it? Where like Little Italy and Little England and Little Germany and all those places. So we decided we were going to try and integrate. It's very hard because we live in an area that is basically outpriced for a lot of locals. So a lot of locals that work here cannot live here. And we found that firsthand when our rent went up 280 euros a month up. So it went from 640 to 880 in one jump. And they can do that every 7 years by law, because you only get a contract for 7 years, and then they just say, give us the keys back. You go, what? I want to stay here. They say, no problem, I have a new contract. Oh, thank God for that. 240 euros more. And so in 7 years, or in 5 years' time now, that's probably going to happen again. And so that's you got to decide. Oh, that's the other thing you got to decide, whether you're going to buy or rent. Once you're here, though, and settled, there's plenty that you can do that isn't tourist, because you got to find very quickly that you're not a tourist and that you can't do holiday stuff 365 days a year. It's impossible, unless you're a multimillionaire, and then even then it's hard, because you just get fed up of it. So you're going to find out what you want to do in the day. So what I recommend is, when you get your place to live, make sure there is a lot of outside space. You don't need living rooms, dining rooms, reception rooms, dining kitchens. You don't need any of that. You need a great place outside. Inside, you need a place to watch TV in the night, so you're not blaring TV out to everybody. A place to sleep, and a place to cook that you can close the door on. So the cost of living here is slightly lower than a lot of places in Europe, especially Britain and Germany. I would say between 15 to 30% on certain items, but then again, the wages are less here. So you got to come with good money here to be able to sort of live without working. We live on a roundabout with a rent of 880 euros. On top of that is about 60 electricity a month. So that's 9. So we got about £1,000 fixed costs with TV, a couple of phones, and electricity and water. So you need 1,000 to live. and then plus you probably need about between 500 and 700, food and entertainment and that stuff. So if you can get together 15 to 1700 euros a month, you can live here. You can't go out every night on that. You could maybe have a couple of pints at 150 in a couple of days. But so I'd say 15 to 1700 is a minimum. 2 grand to 2.5 grand is probably okay, and anything over that, you can do some good stuff. Hope that answers your question. Mezian Farag, thank you so much for the donation there. Cool dude. Lee Cole, that's we did that one. Steve Fisher out on Sunday. Don't forget we get Meetup Mondays on Monday, so if you want to meet Chris, let us know. Go to timothydown.com and register on the website. I shall change the date tonight so that you can register for next Monday if you want. Or go and register for one of the walks in the morning. We'll go for a walk and a chat and a coffee. Or Freaky Friday. If you want to come to Freaky Friday, you don't have to register for that. It is nice if you register just to let me know how many people are coming, so I can sort of get my head in gear. But we'll be up at Monte Cristo. We'll have a couple of drinks. Webby will be there. And then straight after that, we'll do Webby's Sports Roundup as well. That should be fun. Richard Mackay, hello from sunny Cumbria. Tourist numbers still doing well, Tim. I've not looked, to tell you the truth, but in the link in this having L switched down my mouth won't work. A link in the description. Flies. Where are the flies coming from? There's a link in the description at the bottom, I think it says Touristica, and that'll give you the latest ones for, where are we now? May. April should be up there now. So you should get April, they're like PDFs that show you entries by country. There's lots of information in there. So it's in Spanish. I think the link takes you to a Spanish, but I think at the top you can turn it to English if you want. And then you can download all the PDFs, and it gives you all the latest tourist information about how we're doing, which we're way back to 2019 figures now, which I think is really good. Heather McCarthy's on. Thumbs up, please. Webby Roundup, turn myself, best double act. It's good to know nothing about sport. Love him because he's a good pal of mine. Oh, I know nothing about sport. Well, I mean, I know about sport, but I'm just not interested in watching it. I wouldn't mind playing it if I was fitter. In fact, I used to play golf. I used to play squash. I used to play five-a-side football. I dabbled in rugby, but I never actually got a game. I was only ever, because I was in Wales at the time, I was only ever on training, and it was always raining, and they did say, oh, it's the Englishman's doing penance for being English, That was when Welsh were good at rugby, and singing, and drinking, which is what I really went for. Graham Withy's on. Graham and Angela watching. Yeah, must have bottles of Heineken for Webby. Boom. They don't do Heineken here, but we're going to talk to him. The guy I talked to, the manager, who was Uncle's cousin. Uncle was the manager here before. His uncle's cousin called Alfonso. Alfonso. I'm not sure how real that name is, but he looks like an Alfonso. And I'll chat with him and see what we can do. So it looks like he's pretty open to ideas. The other thing is that I might move Meetup Mondays down here. The only problem is the best bit up the back there is not wheelchair friendly because there's 2 steps up to the back, with the shade. So if they do put shade up, but I remember last time they had music blaring, so it might not be a good spot for Thingy-Marooge, for Meetup Mondays because of the music. Now, what I could do is I've got an Epidemic Sound subscription, and the subscription is €13 a month if you pay monthly. I think it's cheaper if you pay by the year. But you can play any music on that list, and there's thousands and thousands of tracks on your YouTube channel, your TikTok channel, your Instagram, Facebook. All you got to do is register your channels, and then you can play free music on that. So, well, it's not free, it's €13 a month, but you don't get, and what I can do is bring a stick with some music that I've downloaded, enough for an hour, and I'll just stick that in his music system and say, play that for an hour, and then that's in the background. The other thing I can do is, there is a new piece of technology that I'm interested in called Centrance. Centrance, Centrance, and it's called the Black Cab No, it's called the London. I can't remember what it's called, but there's 3 of them. One of them's a compressor, an equalizer, sorry, and one of them's compressor, which means you can squelch out the background noise. But you need a decent mic for that, a unidirectional mic. It's more of a desktop thing, you know. I couldn't really carry it all around in my bags. Well, I could, but I look like an idiot sat here with massive stuff like that. And yeah, so well, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, the tourists, right, and the music. Oh, and if you want a free month of Epidemic Sound, link in the description. Join for free. You don't even need a credit card. And if you do end up paying, I get a kickback when you start a paid subscription. But anything you use within the month is on your YouTube channel is free. So even when you stop your thing, as long as you've used that on there at that time, then that's okay. Cool dude. Heather McCarthy, beautiful sunny in West York. Bottles of Heineken, we did that. Summer finally arrived. Great advice, thank you. Lee, no problem. Good advice, Tim. Oh, good. Julia Bracchi, saludos desde Argentina. Muchas gracias, Julia. ¿Dónde vivas en Argentina? Got 2 spray, 50 factor, 350 each. Vegas Grill, 11th of June birthday. Treat from Maggie. We sis, same day, 11 years younger. Out the day before us in La Branda. Bahia Faniabi Villas. Okay, beware. Cool dude, 11th of June, birthday. Should we come and sneak around? What day is the 11th of June? 11th of June is a Sunday. Oh, Vegas Grill. Labor Day today, but everywhere was open because it's Canary Day tomorrow. Canary Islands Day tomorrow. Everything's closed, and there'll be lots of traditional Canary Islands dancing in the streets with the traditional Canary Islands fashion. Was it called fashion? Traditional fashion. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yabulon Yaha, item. Commiserations, Webby on Coventry in the back. Oh, I didn't see it, but Sarah Childs, hello Tim and all. I thought that this Sarah Childs was the wrong one, and I banned you. I'm glad to see you back, Sarah. Hope you're not offended. There you go. Sounds great, Ray. Hi, Sarah's everything. Neil, thanks. Long time, hope you're well. Yeah, Manu missed his penalty. Oh, he was talking about football again. Football. Luton, football. Dabo never takes a penalty. I actually knew that Dabo missed the penalty. I don't know why, but I read it. When they get lounges on the beach. Okay, as soon as the restaurant's open, then the beach is going to be taken care of. Now, I have talked to the guy, and it doesn't sound like they're going to have lounges on day one, but they are responsible for the lounges. And, get this, the money that the lounges bring in pays the rent on this place. So the rent on this place, I think, is between 7 and 8 grand a month. And the money they bring in from the lounges pays the rent. So they can't afford not to do it. But I don't know whether it's going to be day one or not. No worries, Tim. Thank you. Hi, Trisha. Sarah, soon coming to Galston to do a vlog. There you go. So, I'm getting parched now, but the bar is not open because the restaurant's not open. So let's see if somebody has packed a little doggy bag for me, or a packed lunch as they call it, and see what's in here. I'll go in the side. Oh, something cold. It's a cup of milk. And it fits in the little pocket on my chair. Cool dudes. I haven't said that for a long time, like 10 minutes. So, drink responsibly, kids. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're going to say. I know. It's not beer, it's cider. So I promised Christina I wouldn't drink any more beer. Get it? I'm an elk, yeah. I'm an elk. Strawberry and lime, 4.5%. Oh, God. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that is sweet. Oh, yeah. I'll just do this without cameras now. I'll just sit here without a camera. What I should do is get to a position where you guys can see the beach behind me, and then just sit here and let you watch the people on the beach. They will be out of focus, which is good, because you're not allowed to film people. And but there are topless people, so I couldn't film them anyway. It is a topless beach. I've gone dark. It's too light now. When I look away is what it is. I think what it is, the intelligent focusing and the intelligent exposure exposes for the face. And when I get my face like that, so you don't know the face, there you go, there goes darker, look. And then when my face again, then it goes lighter again. So it's a very intelligent camera. Just don't look away. And it's only for right-handed people. See what you guys are doing? Ray Duffy Cheeseburgers, thank you, Ray. 800 tickets, only 4 fans. That's Craig. Has anyone asked about the temperature? It's 28 all day, every day. Copyright the Crackmaster, exactly. Strawberry and lime, my favourite, Tim, says Laney. Cider's very fattening. Be careful. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I've only brought 2, and I'll probably just have 1 because it's very sweet, isn't it? But yeah, so what I didn't want to do is to neck the beers, but a can of something. I don't like Coke or other stuff like that. So basically, it's the best of both worlds, isn't it? You've got a little bit of alcohol. Well, it's actually 4.5%. It's quite strong. But yeah, I'm not doing 4 or 5 pints. So just 1 or 2 cans. That should be okay. But yeah, it is fattening. So I've got to cut down. I'm having a vegetable curry tonight with. I'm going to put some goat's cheese in it though for a little bit of texture. And it's leftover from Sunday. No, it's not. It's not. I'll tell you what, it's tonight. Is the other half of the feta and spinach pie, the so-called spanakopita. So, and what it is, it's phyllo pastry. If you don't know what phyllo pastry is, it's very, very thin pastry that you tend to layer with melted butter dotted in it, not brushed on. You got to dot the melted butter with, like a priest with holy water. You put a layer in a flan dish or whatever, and then you put butter on another layer, and you do 5 or 6 layers of that because it's very, very thin pastry. And then you put in your filling, which is feta cheese. The famous spices for this dish are cloves, cinnamon, and thyme. So if you put cloves, cinnamon, salt, pepper, and thyme in any dish, it'll taste Greek. So that's a tip. You can also put a little bit of nutmeg in it as well, and maybe some smoked paprika as well. But those salt, pepper, olive oil, of course, thyme, fresh thyme, and cloves and cinnamon. So those are the special flavors that you get, which is quite good. So that all goes in the filling, and then what you do, you've laid your pastry out, you fold the corners in, dot butter on that again, corners in, dot butter, and what it does, it's like a crinkly top, Really, really crispy, crinkly top, succulent inside, and the base is thick enough that it doesn't fall to bits. So one flan will do 4 portions, and so we're having another portion tonight. We had the first portion on Saturday. In fact, I'm behind on doing my little videos, but if you go to Instagram, you'll see the pictures. On Instagram, I am living with MS Tenerife, all one word, all small, living with MS Tenerife. Timothy Dowd was taken, and so was LWMST for some reason. It comes out as an Arabic name, I think, LWMST. There you go. So Dennis McCarthy's on. Hi, Dennis. Northampton Tim's on. I'm just awake after Saturday. What a day and evening. Cool dude. I don't mind, Tim, says Jeff Daniels. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Where are you hanging out this evening? Shouts Dennis. I'm at the beach bar. The beach bar is not open yet, but they've done it out. They've cleaned it up. It looks like it's going to open within the next week. They said the next week, but I reckon it's going to be a fortnight before they get everything done. I've had Alfonso took me. Is it Alfonso? Alberto? What did I say before? The new manager, anyway. Alfonso, I think he is. Alfonso took me in and showed me around. Or he got one of his workers to do it. And in here, you've got 4 tables inside. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 or 7 tables, maybe 9 outside. But it's on a bit of a slope. Toilets and a bar. And the bar is basically just for the waiters. I don't think you can stand at the bar. It's not that type of bar. And then they've got a kitchen in the back with pizza oven, griddles, everything. Upstairs they've got a barbecue. And there's a lift that goes up and down for the food. It's like a dumb waiter. So that's quite good. So this down here is going to be L'Osteria C, which is an Italian restaurant with pasta, pizza, antipasta salads, all that type of stuff. Upstairs is going to be like a kiosk with burger, chips, steaks, fish, anything you can throw on a barbecue, wine. In fact, they've got if you look on the video I did, when you're looking at the kiosk, one wall is all glass with sort of like chrome pipe, and they're going to put wine bottles in there. And hopefully it's not going to be in full sun, so that should be good. So that's where we are tonight. How's your prostate, Tim? No updates lately. Still big as a melon, still taking the tablets, still got to lose weight before October, and then they'll tell me whether they're going to cut it out or not. I'm sort of in denial at the moment. I don't know how serious it is when you get a prostate that big as a melon. Vinny says, seen a picture. Lovely yellow smiley face cup. Yeah, that's on here, yeah. That's breakfasts. King Charles III. Where did you learn how to cook, Tim? Actually, cookbooks from Jamie Oliver and YouTube. I mean, basically, cooking is an art if you want to create a recipe, but anybody can follow a recipe. So, there you go. It's going well over here in Skiathos. Very busy doing vlogs. Enjoying the weather, Pete and Shell. Didn't realise you were back in Skiathos. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Richard's on. Have they got any cousins to open up the San Juan beach bar? I didn't realise that was... I mean, I was there the other day and I realised that it was closed, but I wasn't sure it was closed down or not. But obviously it is. The guy who owns it, actually, is the same guy that owns all the Angus Steakhouse places, and he's got about 40 restaurants on the island. So give him a call. It's called David. Crooksvids. I might be going to Gran Canaria in September. Cool dude. Have a look at the Pete and Shell. Not Pete and Shell. Rick and Shelley. They went over to Gran Canaria and were pretty disappointed. So check that out, just in case, if you're not booked already. And, yeah. See, Tenerife might be a better bet. Heather, looks lovely over there, Pete and Shell. Debbie, Tim, you need to look after yourself. I really do, actually, need to look after myself, but I'm in denial at the moment, so. But I promised Chris I'm cutting down on the food intake now. Same type of thing, but less. What's the word? Less volume, and no beers at all. The cider's it was just for today because I'm in a place where I can't get anything, and that's all they had in the fridge in the supermarket. That wasn't beer. But when I go to the pub, I'm going to be drinking this juicy blackcurrant juice and fizzy water. So that's the thing. Dennis McArthur, is it all wheelchair accessible? No, it is wheelchair accessible. If you've been down the beach here, the walkway is all wheelchair accessible. You can actually get to the sand as well. I don't know what you do when you get to the end of the sand. You just go, dive into the sand, I don't know. But there are two places here that are not wheelchair accessible. One of this is this stage behind me here, which is a wooden stage, which is like for the posh people. It looks like it's going to be like a nice place to sit, and it's flat, whereas everywhere else is not flat. That's not wheelchair accessible. And up the top, there's a big kiosk with a big area around it, and the only bits that are in shade are up steps. So unless they put movable shade, which I think they're going to do, you're sat in the sun upstairs if you're in a wheelchair. Cool do. King Charles, thank you so much for the donation there. Glad you got back from Mallorca when you did. Glad to get back from Mallorca when I did, sorry. There at the moment, awful thunder and raining for the past 3 days. Oh dear. Back in October for 6 weeks, says Denny. Cool dude. Where are you staying this time, Dennis? Same place? Or are you going to come to the village? Or are you looking for something different? Steve's on. Wow. Promoted. Wine on the go. Tim had to agree with Rick and Shelley. They were disappointed with Gran Canaria too. It's Heather, very old, original, unspoilt place. The airport's jet blast experience. Something else. Family-run tavernas, loads of character. I did see the ones when you were there last time, and it looked pretty good. Evening, Tim. Evening, everybody. Hope you're all safe. Just about to step into the shower. See you later. See you, Ian. So, five are still waiting for my inheritance off Mummy. There you go. I was talking the other day. I thought, are we going to cremate Grandma or bury her? And then on reflection, I thought we'd let her live. Crossviz, have you been bad weather, not good? Tricia Slater by Ian. And I would love that. Pete and Shell, sounds lovely. Okay. I missed one there. Hi, P&C, hanging out in the evening. Hit the thumbs up. Northampton. Well, there we go. I've never seen Tim drink nothing than Dorada or gin. Strawberry lime. 800 tickets. I think we got everything. So 1844. So we're nearly done. Just finished my 100-mile walk to raise money for prostate cancer. I raised 250 quid. Well done. Well done, you. So Debbie, well done, Vinny. Webby, well done, Vinny. And on that note, I'm going to close it down for today. So I've proved that I can stream on the beach. It didn't used to be. It used to be very bad reception here, but we're getting 11 to 12 megabits per second, which is enough for the big camera. I know that I've been down here with the phone, but the phone, it does something weird and it just goes blurry. This one will just turn off if it doesn't have enough bandwidth. So, what's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm actually meeting a guy called Out and About with, I've got a memory like a sieve. Got a memory like a sieve. 30. Ash, out and about with Ash. He's got a travel vlog where he goes lots of different places, and he's been going for quite a while, but I think he's only got a few subscribers. So we're going to have a chat tomorrow, and I'll tell you. I've watched a few of his vlogs. He's very good. He's also vlogged here, so he's been on the Golden Mile and vlogged, and it's very interesting. He's a young lad, and so that might be something you're interested in. And out and about with Ash, and we're going for a walk tomorrow morning. I'm meeting him about 8:45 outside Compostela Beach, and I'm not decided yet whether I'm going to park the car there and we're going to go walk around Las Vistas, or whether I'm going to pick him up and go somewhere else. I will decide in the morning, but we should be going live around about 9. So join us for that, out and about with Ash and me, for an hour and a coffee at the end. Wednesday, Thursday, nobody's registered yet, so I am going for a walk Wednesday and Thursday. If nobody registers, I might come down here again and do a village walk, and because I don't really like going driving if I'm not meeting anybody, because then I can get back quicker for Chris at the end. I know it's sometimes boring for you guys coming around the same place, but, you know, ask me different questions. And on Thursday the same. Thursday, though, I might be with Webby going to somebody's thing, I don't know. Wednesday afternoon, we're recording Webby's Roundup, so if you're on the island and you're into sport and you want to see that, let us know. And we're up at the Palms in San Eugenio Alto, which is just up from the Toby Jug, which is just round the corner from Aqualand. So if you get the bus to Aqualand and walk around the corner and up the hill, we're there on the left, about 200 yards, so it's very walkable. Or you can get a taxi to the Palms. We're there about 3:30. We start as quickly as possible recording. At the end of it, Webby and I go to we may be going to a sports bar to film an advert. Remember to put the autofocus back on when I'm doing that. Whoa! Nearly got killed. The wind whipped some debris. So there you go. I'll go and pick it up in a minute. It's just cardboard and a piece of wood, but would have been nasty if it had come and hit me in the head. Great TV though. Great TV. As soon as I've stayed on now, I'm going to go back and see what you said. 125 people still watching. Enjoy your holiday. Part of sunny downhill. Enjoy the nice weather. Got to go now. Webby, great job. Not going to talk tomorrow. Bye, Pete and Shell. And for anyone else who could sow palmetto for your prostate health as a natural supplement, that worked for me. There you go. Palmetto. Good. So, so that's Thursday. And Wednesday's open in the morning. Friday, of course, is Freaky Friday in the Monte Cristo, where I will be drinking blackcurrant juice and water. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. And is there going to be a Copperberg in it? Find out on Friday. That'd be way too sweet with blackcurrant and Copperberg. Okay. Thought you'd fallen over. I've fallen over. Spotty Mini Bannister. Who's old enough to remember Spotty Mini Bannister? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I am going to put a thing up here, and I'm going to here you can go and support the channel. For those of you who already support the channel using PayPal, thank you so much. We really do appreciate you guys. I know you like to stay anonymous. Here you can subscribe for free, and in the corner up there, I'm going to put Webby's channel, so you can go and check Webby out. Oh, there's a little rat. Or was it a dog? Maybe a dog. And we'll see you on the next one. See ya.